YouTube family, it's me, Jackie Day. I want to welcome you to another episode of Hearth and Apron. Today we're going to adventure into the garden, and we're going to do a declutter and makeover on my spice cupboard, giving it an old world magical feel, and I also have a tip for you on how to keep your trash can clean without you having to get up inside of it getting it cleaned.
We are going to start out by prepping the tools that I'm going to need to make my herb trellis. We are going to spray paint these awesome basket liners I got from my mom. We're going to cut and paint the wood so that I am ready to put this all together. Whoops, my glasses were falling off. My honey had to fix them for me.
Now we are in the backyard. I know it looks really overgrown and messy. This is going to be projects that you're going to see me work on throughout the year. This thing behind me looks funny right now, but once it's filled with flowers, it actually becomes this really magical thing that encloses our eating area. But that's for another time. What we're doing here right now is we're going to make an herb trellis, and I have not seen any plans like this online. I'm just kind of have made this up in my head, and I'm hoping that it turns out as wonderful in life as it does inside here. So what we're using for this project is a whole bunch of half-moon planters that I got from my mom. They got kind of rusty and they were old, so I got some spray paint and we spray painted them some really whimsical colors, and we're just going to do a total upcycle to make this herb trellis. I've got some extra 2x4x8s that were in my yard, and I cut them down to 7 feet long, and we painted them with a paint that actually had been given to us by accident at Lowe's. It was a mismatch color, and so I thought, why not try to use that paint somewhere, and it could add that whimsical touch in this corner that I'm going for. Now, also another problem that I came into on this project was these half-moon liners, or half-moon beds. There are no liners that I could find in my local area to buy. And so what I had to do was get burlap liners, and I cut them in half, and I'm going to have to jerry-rig them. You're going to come along with me so that we can make this a reality. So anyways, I hope that you really enjoy the adventures into the garden with me today. Let me know down below, is this something that you guys would like to see in the future? Or are you, Jackie, get back to cleaning, I don't want to see outside? Let me know.
If you can't tell from all the excessive measuring, I'm not really used to building things.
I love you. I give you everything you want me to. Think about it if I could. I'd burn down the moon.
Silly Emma keeps trying to run away with my knee pad.
so it got too late to film last night. We continued working in the garden, and right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some liners for that vegetable bed that we started. Well, I guess vegetable trellis, whatever we wanna call it. We are going to use this liner. It's for a trough style that I got at Lowe's, and that is because I cannot find anything that fits these half moon beds. And if I can, they have to be bad. So I decided I need to improvise. But here's my disclaimer, guys. I am not a sewer. I know how to sew enough to achieve my random things that I want to make, but not really. Like, I have sewed a couple things, but my granny was a seamstress and she could sew anything. I am not that person. And I'm not doing this in a way that's gonna look professional. I'm doing this in a way that's easy, inexpensive, and the least amount of work. And I hope that you guys don't mind coming along with me because I can't wait to share. Anyways, we are going to turn this into this. This is obviously one of the ones I've started. Like I said, this is just kind of a trial and error. None of them are the same. I'm just going for this easy peasy. And yeah, let's get started.
We're gonna go ahead and cut these original liners in half, giving us what we need for 2 different liners. I'm gonna cut down the back and let the 2 sides kind of overlap over each other and use the polyfill to kind of show us how this is gonna be put together and how it would look if there was soil. I'm gonna pin it. So right down like in the middle of where these 2 flaps overlie, and make sure that I get that bottom really well so that we don't have any holes. I'm gonna bring it back over, cut off any extra fabric that was unnecessary, and then put it back into the basket. I'm gonna draw a line 1 inch above the frame and cut off the extra fabric there, then fold it over and pin it and sew it. So then we will have our finished liner with finished edges all around.
You sing la 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 la. My God, I think I might be in love. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. You'll never feel alone. As long as
Wait a minute, we're not done with these liners. They don't have any drainage. We need to add some grommets. This is a little grommet set I got, and it comes with all the tools for everything you need to do to get this done. First, you're going to use a little black cutting tool, and you're going to set it onto a little wood piece or something so that you're not disrupting and ruining your work area below. And you're just going to pound that in a couple times. It will make a hole. Then you put the 2 sides of the grommet in with the larger piece coming in from the bottom. And then you take this little silver capper, you put it right on top, pound it a couple times with the mallet, and there you go, grommets.
we're laughing all day. We spin around, your hand reaches mine.
Okay guys, it's time for a little bit of nighttime gardening. If you're wondering why we're out here at night, that is because this awesome creation behind me was an awesome opportunity in so many ways, because not only did we get to come up with an idea out of our own imaginations and make it come into reality, but also we get to learn some really new cool things, like how to make these liners. Now they're not perfect, but I'm cool with that. I got liners, and I was so petrified to try this, so afraid that I was gonna fuck it up. And you know what? It happened. I also learned how to make put grommets in so that these could all have proper drainage. I don't know how else I'm gonna use grommets in my future skills as a crafter, but I am sure I will find a way. So this was really exciting. Unfortunately, my time management skills suck. I had no idea how long it was gonna take. And so here we are, guys, in the middle of the night doing some gardening. And you know what? Is there any more magical of a time to garden? I don't think so. Now, enough talk about all of that. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're doing right now. As you can see, we have the fig and ink colored baskets that I put onto this recycled green paint that we had that was a mismatch. And these herbs are not actually planted in. I had set them here so that I could decide where I wanted them. So I'm gonna show you what I have as I go ahead and take them out, and then I'm gonna tell you really quick what I'm putting into the soil before I get going. So here I have my Boxwood Basil, sweet basil. I see pesto in my future. My itty bitty Italian parsley. I might have ate the rest in pasta. It was delicious. Sorry, not sorry. Look at this Variegated Sage. It's so pretty. It has so many colors. I'm so excited to use that one. I also have some dill, which if you don't know, dill is actually really great at keeping pests out of some of your vegetable areas. I wanted to put this over here because I just was really excited about an herb corner, but you might find me planting some dill also in some of my veggie beds as well. And I also have a very unhappy cilantro. Yeah, it took a couple days for me to make this creation. He's upset with me, or she's upset with me. Now, there were 2 herbs, actually 3, that I was unable to find. That is curled parsley and oregano. I live in a really rural area, and you know what, sometimes you get what you can get, and I know that I'm gonna find that rosemary plant that I still haven't found yet. Now let's talk soil and we'll get going. What am I putting inside of these? I mean, when I first planted planters, I had no idea, so that's why I'm telling you. I am going to be using a little bit of peat moss, some compost soil, and just a little bit of potting soil. And then at the end, sorry, I live by a road. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of this soluble seaweed powder. And I'm just gonna mix a little bit in. You can also put this in water, but I'm just gonna put like a little pinch in each, because it's important to remember, when you just put your plant into the ground, your plant can only grow as much as the nutrients that are in the soil you provided it. So I want my plants to grow big and strong, so I'm gonna use seaweed powder. It's a basic fertilizer, and if you wanna know where I learned this, I mean, like other than research and Pinterest, but where I really listened, Grow, Cook, Eat on, I think it's Amazon. Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. I absolutely love it. It's these Mick and Karen, and they're from Ireland, and they plant things in the garden. There's a different vegetable. They talk about different sustainable things. I'm gonna stop talking because we need to start planting, but check them out. They're awesome.
You might notice as I am putting the dirt into these, I'm trying to make sure and break it up so that I don't have a whole lot of clumps, because that's just going to make it harder for my plants to grow. Dogs unplugged the lights. Much better.
Give me love, give me all your love.
All right, now we are going to plant these 2 seedling herbs that we're going to do. I am not very familiar with growing herbs from seeds, and I really should have read the instructions before I did this, but instead I just took out all the seeds and kind of spread them all over the surface, lightly worked them in with my fingertips just ever so slightly, and called it a day. I guess it's a science experiment. We'll see how it works.
Yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you.
Now that we have everything planted, I'm just going to use a little bit of this seaweed powder that I have, and I'm just going to take a pinch, like as if I was sprinkling pepper on a dish. And I'm just going to ever so slightly go around the outside of the plants, and then I'm going to water it in. I don't think that I use very much of this at all, and P.S. while this is amazing for your plants, it doesn't smell great.
I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love.
And voila! I give you my finished product, my herb trellis for the corner of my potager garden. So these are the labels, the paper actually, that I'm using to make the labels with. It is a printable vinyl. I made these labels on Canva, you can kind of see them, and I'm going to cover them with a clear vinyl right now. And the reason that I am doing that is, despite the fact that they're stickers already, if I was to wipe over them with a rag, they would get ruined. So by adding this clear vinyl over top, it's just like a store-bought brand, and even if I wipe it down, it is not going to get damaged. You can see there's a lot of my paper that was unused, and that is because I was afraid that my computer would put margins on the paper, and because this paper is so hard for me to get in my rural area, I really didn't want to take the risk of printing and having half of them turn out not right. So I'm going to cut off the excess edges of these stickers right now so that we're using as little of the vinyl as possible. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and cut this vinyl. I am going to leave this 3-inch strip of clear vinyl towards the top because I know that I can use that for another project. So we're just going to cut out some sheets and then we're going to put them right over top of these stickers.
Giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love.
Poor Cleo wants some love. She does not understand why I'm sitting right in her section and it is not all about her.
Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. When we wake,
to ensure Miss Cleo got the dedication and homage that she needed, my daughter Hope came over and she's going to give her some love so that I can keep working on my project.
oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
If you aren't already guessing it, I am so over cutting these little circles out. I'm so glad this is the last page.
Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
While I used the Cricut labels for this and the vinyl over top, I want to let you know that you could do this by simply printing it on a piece of paper and then kind of going over top of it with packing tape. It actually does the same thing as putting the clear vinyl over. I just had these materials on hand and decided to use them instead.
We don't need no more. Even in the hard times,
Okay guys, you might notice that there has been an outfit change, and that is because there was a giant paint spill thanks to one of my magnificent fur babies getting a little bit curious, as cats do. And my daughter and I had to clean up the patio, and it was a giant mess. And so it's much later. I am now in my Harry Potter mischief managed jammies. And so what we're gonna do right now is we are going to give an old world apothecary makeover and declutter and organize my spice cupboard. Also, I hope that you enjoy this part. Please let me know what you think of my spice cupboard in the end. And if you haven't hit it before, hit that like button and subscribe down below. There's so much more fun to come.
Walk me in the morning sun. Tell me I'm the lucky one. I'm riding on the wave of a notion that I could be brave. Is there anything good on the radio? Turn it up loud and let me know how it used to be before anyone heard of you and me. Ooh.
This is my Mrs. Meyer's fresh cut grass spray cleaner, and I'm just going to use that to spray this all down because I really don't want to use any harsh chemicals in this space and get it all cleaned out and ready for our new bottles and spices.
A one-way ticket to a better day. A rocking chair and a glass of wine. In the shade of a tree and I'm feeling fine. There's not a lot to ask when life is going by so fast.
Time to get everything put away. I'm going to go ahead and start with the oils, vinegars, my different flavored syrups for when we do Italian sodas, and any of those other little specialty things that don't fit on the roundabout but are really crucial to my random cooking adventures.
It is real. The love you feel is like water.
And it's time to officially start moving the spices to our new jars and putting on the labels. I'm so excited for this.
The ones you hate from the ones that you don't know. 'Cause there's a part of you that never could let go. I'm chasing shadows around the place. It shouldn't take long now in any case. As long as there is light, pretending I could stay the night. One breath away. Step up and say, hold on to what is real. The love you feel is like water in a glass. Don't try to separate ones you hate from the ones that you don't know.
I'm looking out from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on, all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on, all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on, all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile. What is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the sun, we don't care.
Now it's time for me to get to share a cleaning hack with you. This is how I clean my trash cans, because there's no way that I am going to be sticking my entire head down in this thing to scrub it out. I got a broom from the dollar store. I add some cleaning vinegar, a little bit of my favorite dish soap, and I use that to scrub the inside and the outside using the broom as my scrub brush. That way I don't have to reach inside. It works so wonderful. You know, afterwards you just rinse it off just like you normally would. I did still go on the outside with a nice cloth just to make sure I got everything, but this helps so much. It makes it so cleaning out my trash can is something easy as opposed to a giant tedious task that I'm avoiding, because I will.
I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do.
Another tip if you don't already do this, you can put just a couple drops of essential oil down at the bottom of your trash can before you put in your bags, and it helps to make sure that your trash can always smells really nice and wonderful.
Stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day.
Simple, budget-friendly task. Let me know if you try this out on your own. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram. I want to see your pictures. So I had originally intended to take you into a really long visit into us working on our potager garden, but unfortunately I was not able to. So I have a couple highlight clips here that I want to show you. This started off with what was basically our bare skeleton, and then you can kind of see as we add a little bit of progress. And what we're doing is we're building a 20-foot bed. It's 16 feet one way and then it turns another. And the trellis behind it that we're gonna make is actually gonna act as a fence to help keep our dogs out. And on the other side, we're going to be building different kinds of trellises, including a wall of strawberries. And this is something that's going to take a couple weeks, but I cannot wait to show you the progress as it comes around. And I got to play with a pickaxe, and why wouldn't I have the opportunity or take the opportunity to show you that, because I felt like such a badass. At the end, I was referring to it as my garden's Thor hammer. I actually worked the whole 20-foot bed. You don't see it all in this film, but I am so proud of myself. All right, guys, that's a wrap. This is the end of this week's episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to let me know down below. And if there's anything that I missed in my links in the description, don't forget to let me know and I will link them in the comments. I hope your weekend is filled with magic and wonder. See you next time.